Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Quick Freeze's Game Room. Today's going to be my July 2012 pickups, and I got a good amount of games here, very awesome games that I got really cheap thanks to GoHastings.com. They had like a 30% off sale on all their used games, so most of the games I'm going to show you guys are from that. I'll tell you which ones were from that sale and which ones were not. So let's go ahead, get started. I hope you guys see something you enjoy, something you guys might want to pick up yourselves, so here we go. Okay, the first game I'm going to show you guys, I actually got really cheap off GameStop.com. This was a brand new game, and it was just dirt cheap. I got this for $10, and I just couldn't pass it up for that price. You know, I'll probably never see it for that price ever again, especially brand new. And that is Mortal Kombat for the Vita. Now, I don't have a Vita yet. I'm actually waiting to get the Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation Vita bundle that's coming out in October. So when I actually get the Vita, I'll be able to play this game. Now, I do have this game for the Xbox 360 with the 4 downloadable characters, Ermac, Freddy Krueger, Scarlet, and Rain. So this cart already has all those downloadable characters on the cart. So like, I can't wait to play this thing. So as soon as I get the Vita, I'm popping this thing in right away. Now, the difference between this and the Xbox 360 version actually uses the touchscreen a lot, where like if you're getting battered and there's blood splashing on the screen, you actually have to use your finger to wipe off the screen, you know, to clear all the blood so you can continue fighting. So that could be a good and bad feature in the game. I don't know yet because I haven't tried it, but yeah, it's Mortal Kombat for the Vita. I can't wait till I get the Liberation bundle in October so I can actually play this game. Okay, the next game I'm going to show you guys, I'm actually quite excited to get, and when I first heard about this game, I had to run out right away to get this game, and that is Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans. And the reason why I had to get this game so much is because of two reasons. One, it's a Dragon Ball Z game. Yeah, who cares? There's tons of Dragon Ball Z games. Two, it's on the DS, so it's a handheld. Yeah, who cares? Whatever, it's on a handheld. But the main reason I got this game, because it's a turn-based RPG. Like, who thought of that? Who thought of making a Dragon Ball Z game into a turn-based RPG? You know, two things I absolutely love. So this was a must-have for me when I first heard about this. So I haven't played it yet, so I can't really tell you anything about the gameplay per se. But I just can't wait to play this game. I'm playing other things right now, so yeah, if you guys love Dragon Ball and you love turn-based RPGs, this is probably the best thing for you. Okay, the next game I'm going to show you guys, I actually picked it up because of another game that I'm going to show you in this video, and that is The World Ends With You by Square Enix on the DS. Now, I don't know much about this game. I haven't put that much time into it. I only put about like an hour. But what I get from the premise of the story is basically you have 7 days to do something, and then after the 7 days you die, I believe. So I want to play more of this game. I want to learn the story about this game. But like I said, I picked this up mainly because the characters in this game are featured in another game that I'm going to show you in quite a bit. So I can't really say that much about it. But what I did notice is you have two characters on this on two different screens. You have one character on the top screen and one character on the bottom screen, and they're attacking different monsters. So that's really all I can say about this game. Like I said, I haven't put that much time into it. So as soon as I beat the other game that I'm about to show you, I'm definitely going to play this one a lot more because I want to know the characters in this game that were in the other game. Now, that mystery game that I just mentioned before, What the World Ends With You, is Kingdom Hearts 3D or Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, whatever way you want to pronounce it. Now, this game does feature the World End With You characters. That's why I was very interested in picking up that game as well. They don't really do that much about story-wise in this game, so I'm kind of interested in what the World Ends With You characters are all about. But let's get into this game. This game is simply awesome. But I'll tell you guys right now, this is basically a fan service game. If you guys are getting into the Kingdom Hearts series or franchise, I recommend getting Birth by Sleep first, because this game, it makes a lot of references to the older games. So it tries its hardest to tell the player what happened in the other games with like glossary index and text and stuff like that, but it's a lot of reading. So I recommend playing the other games first before playing this one. But if you guys have played the Kingdom Hearts games before, you know exactly what you're getting into. You know, you get to go to different worlds, you solve the problems, unlock keyholes and stuff like that. And before in other Kingdom Hearts games, you actually traveled with two companions. Well, you still do, but they're not Goofy and Donald. This one, you actually travel with these creatures called Dream Eaters. Now, if you guys have ever played like Pokemon, Digimon, or those little Gigapet things, or maybe like Nintendogs, you kind of get a gist of what these things are. Where the more you pay attention to these little Dream Eaters, the more you take care of them, the more you play with them, the stronger they'll become, the stronger their stats will become, and the better they'll do in battle with you. Now, this game is simply amazing. I love this game a lot. I wouldn't say it's the best Kingdom Hearts game. That title still kind of goes with Birth by Sleep for the PSP, but it's still a great game. Now, this version I got is the Mark of Mastery edition, where it came with an armor, a couple of AR cards. You can watch my unboxing of that if you guys like. But this game is simply amazing. The only thing I hate about this game is near the end there was kind of like this long boss rush mode that I kind of got a little tedious and boring. But near the end, the secret ending in this game was simply amazing, and I recommend playing this game just for that secret ending alone. So I highly recommend Kingdom Hearts 3D or Dream Drop Distance for people who've played the past Kingdom Hearts games before. If you're brand new to the series, I recommend you guys going with Birth by Sleep on the PSP just to get the stories going. Alright, the next game I'm going to show you guys is for the Xbox 360, and that is Captain America Super Soldier. Now, this is a movie-based game based on Captain America the First Avenger, and usually movie-based games kind of suck. Well, not this one. This one is actually really good. If you guys played Batman Arkham City or Arkham Asylum, you kind of get a feel for it. Now, the combat is just like that game, but it's a little dumbed down. It's a little bit easier. But overall, this game is simply amazing. It's very short, though. It's about like maybe 6 or 7 hours. I actually beat this in one sitting. But there actually is a lot of replayability. There's challenge maps. Again, just like Batman Arkham City. You know, so you can go and do those challenges. You can earn experience points, level up Captain America, you know, to the point where you can ricochet his shield off like 4 or 5 guys. So I recommend this game a lot, especially if you guys are into Captain America, like the movie. It's a great game. And now, story-wise, within the movie, it actually takes place during the movie. So if you want to learn more about Captain America's missions during that movie, play this game. It's a really good game. Highly recommend. Okay, the next game I'm going to show you guys is another Xbox 360 game and another movie-based game, and that is Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters. Now, I know you guys are saying Green Lantern kind of sucked. I actually enjoyed that movie. And this game, it's a very good game. I'm playing it right now. It has 10 missions. I'm on mission 4 right now. And the best way to compare this is God of War. It's a beat-em-up hack-and-slash game where you form your different swords with your ring power, but you could also use that ring power to shoot out energy bolts, form these different weapons such as ball and chain, a baseball bat, whatever. There's so many different weapons in this game. So if you guys have played God of War, you're going to know exactly what you're getting into this game. Now, the other aspect about this game is some levels actually play out more like Star Fox. If you guys have ever played the Star Fox games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, in those levels, you actually control Green Lantern as he flies, and you got to move Green Lantern around the screen, shooting different, whatever is attacking you, spaceships, manhunters, different landmines in space or whatever. But it's a really great game. I highly recommend this game. Do not put this game down just because the movie was okay, kind of iffy. This is a great game, especially, for Green Lantern fans. So if you guys like God of War or even Star Fox, try out Green Lantern. It's not that long. It's about like 5 or 6 hours. So pick this up. Okay, the next set of games I'm going to show you, these are the ones I actually got from GoHastings.com when they had the 30% off sale. And I got all these really cheap, somewhere between like $9 to $10 each. Now the first one up I'm going to show you is Heavy Rain. Now I picked this up because a lot of people say Heavy Rain is a good. I haven't played this game yet, but I'm kind of interested. Lately, I've been watching a lot of movies, a lot of TV, and this plays out just like, if you're watching a TV show or movie. So I'm quite excited to actually play this. But I haven't played it yet, so I don't really know anything about this game except what people tell me. People tell me it's about the Zodiac Killer. That's kind of cool. I want to try a cool mystery game. But, I haven't tried this game yet. But visually, it looks beautiful. The voice acting is spot on. It looks like a movie. It looks like a Blu-ray movie. And that's kind of one of the things I kind of like about this game. The other thing I heard about this game is you actually play like 4 different characters and there's multiple endings. So, like I said, I haven't played this game yet, so I really can't say too much about it, but I am looking forward to playing Heavy Rain. Now, the next game I got here is actually another game much like God of War, and that is Heavenly Sword. Now, a friend of mine told me that this was actually a pretty good game on the launch of the PS3, and I can admit it's a very beautiful, a very eye-pleasing game, But the gameplay itself, again, it's just like God of War, where, you're hack and slash, beating up different guys, killing them down. So there's really not much to say about that. But halfway through the game, you actually switch characters to another character where she uses kind of like this, kind of like automatic bow and arrow kind of machine gun thing. And it's kind of cool because you can actually control where the arrows go by tilting the controller left or right or up and down. So it's kind of like Wii Motion Plus meets PS3, or the Move if you guys want to, but before the movie even came out. So it's kind of cool. I kind of like that. But the only kind of thing that sucks about that character is if enemies get close to her, she has no melee combat, so you kind of have to run away and shoot your bow and arrow from a distance, which can be a little pain, but whatever. Again, this is another short game. It's about like 7 or 8 hours. You could probably beat it in 1 or 2 sittings. So, Heavenly Sword, though, it's a great game, especially if you guys like God of War. Pick it up. Give it a try. Now, I've mentioned God of War like so many times in this video, so why not buy them? But here we go. I bought both collections of God of War. I bought the God of War collection containing God of War 1 and 2, and the God of War Origins collections that contain both the PSP games. And I'm a huge fan of God of War. I can't wait for God of War Ascension to come out. But so I just can't wait for that game. But the reason I bought both these, I already own God of War 1 and 2 on the PS2, but I wanted the HD, version of those games. Now, the reason I bought the Origins collection is I already have them on the PSP, but I kind of want to just play them on my TV. I have nothing against the PSP, but I think God of War is just kind of better on the TV. Now, again, you guys know God of War. It's a beat-em-up hack-and-slash game where you play as Kratos, defeating gods, ripping apart different, like, animals like minotaurs and, like, different soldiers. So I really don't have to say that much about these games. But the only thing that kind of sucks about these games is I literally just bought these a week ago, and they just announced the God of War collection that contains all 5 games in one giant collection. I kind of wish I waited to get that collection instead of these, just so I could have them all in one set. But these things are not that bad. So if you guys like God of War, you guys like Heavenly Sword, pick them up. They're great collections. Or you could just wait for the newer collection to come out that actually contains all 5 games. Okay, the next 2 games. Now, you guys already noticed that I mentioned Assassin's Creed 3, the Liberation Bundle coming out for the PSP. Well, I've already reserved Assassin's Creed 3 for the Xbox 360. Now, I have Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, but I did not have these games. This is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, these are kind of like the Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy, where he plays Ezio. And, what can I say? It's Assassin's Creed. I haven't played these games yet, but all I can say is I assume they're going to be just like the other Assassin's Creed games. But mainly I picked these games up because I'm getting Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 3 Liberations when they come out in October. So I actually want to play both these games before those games came out, just, so I can complete the story. But I have no interest in the multiplayer in this game. I just don't care about it. I just want to play the single player story and just enjoy that. And once I do, I'll be ready to move on to Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation when they come out in October. Okay, the next game I'm going to show you guys is another collection for the PS3, and that is the Ico Shadow of the Colossus collection. Now, this is one thing I like about the PS3 is all the different HD collections. Now, if you guys haven't played games for the PS2, more likely they're going to be coming out on the PS3 in an HD collection. That's one thing I absolutely love about the PlayStation 3. Now, these games, I haven't played these games yet, just because I'm playing other things, but I've heard a lot of good things about both these games being on the PS2, and being on the PS3 with HD graphics now. I can't imagine that these things are gonna look beautiful. They're absolutely gonna look beautiful, and I just can't wait to play these games. So, I don't know anything about these games. I know Shadow Colossus, you have to take down these gigantic, giant Colossus creatures for that story, and Ico, you're transporting a girl throughout the castle. But that's basically all I know about these games. So I can't really say much about it. So I can't wait to play these games, both these games, because I know they're going to be amazing games. Because everyone I've talked to about these games says they're awesome games. So Ico Shadow and Colossus collection for the PS3, I would say pick it up if you can find it cheap. Alright, so that's all my games that I picked up in the month of July 2012, and I hope you guys saw something you kind of like. Hopefully I convinced you to pick something up. As I said during the video, I highly recommend the Captain America and the Green Lantern game for the Xbox 360, and I recommend the Kingdom Hearts game for the 3DS. If you guys have played the other games in the series, if you're brand new, I would start with Birth by Sleep before, like I said. The other games that I've shown in this video, I haven't played them yet, but visually they look awesome. People tell me, all those games are totally awesome and badass, so I can't wait to play them all. The only other thing I can say about them is the Assassin's Creed and the God of War. They're kind of exactly, exactly what you're getting into with those games, so I can't wait to play those games. Heavy Rain and Ico Shadow Colossus collection, I can't wait to play those. So hopefully you guys saw something that you saw, and I convinced you to pick something out, because I think all these games are just simply awesome, even if I haven't played them yet. So, I'm just going to end this video here by saying I'm Quick Freeze from Quick Freeze's Game Room, and I'm here to bring gamers together, one game at a time. Later, guys.